All right, arrangement of exits. Exits shall be located on every story of a building to limit the distance of exit travel distance. Right, so they don't want you to be traveling too long in the fire area. And these travel distances are unfortunately specified in the occupancy chapters of NFPA 101. So again, you would have to go into every occupancy chapter to find the individual ones. Fortunately, they're summarized in table A.7.6. So that is a table I would tab. It's shown down here. It gives you more than just a travel distance. It gives you the dead end length and common path, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But this is just a snip of the top 4 occupancies. So if you had this tabbed and you had a question about a new educational and the travel distance, you could quickly get the distances from this table. Also, you'll notice in this table that they allow the distance for a sprinkler building to be longer than a non-sprinkler building. So here in this new educational occupancy, the unsprinkler is only 150 feet as opposed to 250 feet, and that's because they're assuming that the sprinkler is going to be controlling the size of the fire and also controlling the smoke of the fire. So they're allowing you to have a longer exit access travel distance. Longer travel distance. All right, the intent of these maximum distances is to limit the amount of time an occupant is exposed to the fire. The travel distance is not regulated for the second or third exit. Okay, so basically any portion of the building has to be within a exit within that travel distance. But the second exit is not limited, it's unregulated. And that is why standpipes have the same distance. So that's the idea, is that the firemen are going to be hooking up their hoses there, and then they could stretch out and manage the fire from the stairwell. All right, arrangement of exits. Travel distance is measured along the exit access path and should be natural and unobstructed. The path of travel must be free of obstructions. Typically, distances will be measured as rectilinear paths. When you start reading the commentary for NFPA 101 and the IBC, they make this pretty clear. But unfortunately, in their diagrams, they don't always do that. So if you look over here, this is from the 2015 Life Safety. What I feel is a rectilinear path is that if you're in one of these rooms like this, is that there's going to be furniture in here, and the furniture could change patterns, and you don't really want to take a diagonal through the room because you don't know where the furniture is going to be, so you take kind of a rectangular path. And that ends up being a little conservative, which is what you want because you don't know where the furniture is going to be. And again, this room, you would do the same thing. And then when you get to the corridor, I would let them take the diagonal path because I would assume there would be no furniture in the corridor, and you would have a straight line path would be available. Where exit access stairways are utilized, the travel distance shall also include the travel down the open stairway and to the nearest exit on the level below. So this is shown by this graph here in NFPA 101 in its handbook. So this first one, you see the stairwell is open on the floor below, so it's not considered to be an exit. It's not a protected enclosure. So this person would exit out the room through the rest of the floor, and then when they hit the door, they're not actually in the exit, so you have to count the travel distance down the stair to the exit, which is at grade. Where if we look at B, the first floor has the wall that provides the protected enclosure, so you do that same path, and then as soon as you get into the door into the stairwell, then you're in the exit and you're out of the fire area, and the exit access, the travel distance stops, right? You're now in a safe area, and you can walk more casually and leisurely to the exterior door.